Thanks for joining us on Arirang News on the Lunar New Year holiday Seollal. I'm Kim Dami in Seoul. South Korean athletes look to add more medals over the coming days at the 2026 Milan Cortina Winter Olympics, after short track skater Gil-li secures his bronze for Team Korea's 6th medal overall. Our Park Junan starts us off.
Team Korea added another short track medal at this year's Winter Olympics as Gil-li claimed bronze in the women's short track 1,000 meters final on Monday. Short track star Choi Min-jung had been among the favorites for the event, but she missed out on the final, finishing third in the B final. Gil-li's bronze is Team Korea's 6th medal of the Games. This came just 2 days after Hwang Dae-hun's silver in the men's 1,500 meters. In men's short track, the 5,000 meters relay team have advanced to the final. The quartet of Lee Jun-seo, Im Jong-won, Lee Jung-min, and Shin Dong-min had a commanding first-place finish in their semi-final heat on Monday. The team, with the possible inclusion of Hwang Dae-hun, will race in the final on Saturday Korean time, aiming for Korea's first gold in the event in 20 years. Before that, all eyes are on teen snowboarder Yoo Seung-eun. After already claiming big air bronze last week, she will compete in the women's slopestyle final at 9 p.m. Tuesday Korea time, aiming Korea's first women's snowboard multi-medal. In women's curling, Team Korea kept their playoff hopes alive with a thrilling 10-9 comeback win over China in round-robin play on Monday, improving their record to 4 wins and 2 losses. Skipped by Kim Eun-ji, the team now sits in a strong position to reach the semifinals, but with some tough matches ahead. Korea will face Switzerland at 10:05 p.m. Korean time, followed by Sweden and number 1 ranked Canada. A win over Switzerland could solidify Korea's spot for semifinals. Korea, as of Tuesday, is placed at 16th in the medal table, with 1 gold, 2 silvers, and 3 bronze medals. Park Junan, Arirang News.
President Lee Jae-myung and First Lady Kim Hae-kyung have wished everyone a Happy New Year. In a video message to mark the Lunar New Year, President Lee renewed his commitment as a president for all who serves every citizen, noting that everyone desires a better world, though their opinions may differ. He promised to steadfastly move forward and hoped that this year, society advances together based on solidarity and trust. He also thanked the public for their concerted efforts over the past year, saying that society is returning to normal more quickly than expected. Over 6 million cars have hit the roads on this Lunar New Year day, as millions of people head to and from their hometowns. Outbound traffic from Seoul will ease at around 8 p.m. tonight, after reaching its peak earlier at 2 p.m. Now, as of 6 p.m., travel times from Seoul to key cities are around 4 hours and 30 minutes to Busan, around 2 hours and 40 minutes to Gangneung, and 3 hours and 30 minutes to Daegu. In the opposite direction, trips back to Seoul could take around 7 hours and 10 minutes from Busan, almost 4 hours from Gangneung, and over 6 hours from Daegu. A return-bound congestion is expected to ease by early Wednesday morning. Rice cake soup or tteokguk is a staple dish for the Lunar New Year. But at this kitchen, the customers have 4 legs and wagging tails. Our Jung Hae-rim takes us there.
At a pet food store in Anyangsi, Gyeonggi-do Province, a customer is with a furry friend. They are here to make tteokguk, a traditional Korean dish of rice cakes in broth. The warm dish holds special meaning in Korea, symbolizing becoming a year older once you finish it. And it is a staple food Koreans eat for Seollal, the Lunar New Year. With the dog watching filled with anticipation and slight hunger, the one-day cooking class begins. When it comes to cooking for pets, the instructor says safety comes first. The rice cakes are made with rice flour, and natural ingredients such as broccoli and red yeast are used for coloring. After kneading and shaping the colorful dough with care, it is added to a bowl of broth. And the tteokguk is complete, looking delicious enough to be served at any dinner table. The moment of truth arrives and the bowl is licked clean in seconds, proving that the effort was well worth the wait.
People visit more and more on holidays since Chuseok. Owners know pets feel left out, so they like to make the food themselves to share the feast truly.
It's a similar scene in stores across the capital. Here at a pet bakery in Songpa-gu, Seoul, another kitchen is full of hungry friends. The participants make the same dish in a different style, 조랭이 떡국, where the rice cakes are peanut-shaped. They also learn how to make yakgwa cookies, a modern interpretation of the traditional Korean sweet treat.
I wanted to cook them a healthy meal with my own hands and really share the New Year spirit together.
People love giving their dogs food that resembles their own. By making it cute with dog-friendly ingredients, it feels like we're truly celebrating as a family.
A central part of Seollal is welcoming the new year with the warm meal with your family. And for Koreans today, family doesn't just mean someone who shares their DNA. 정혜림, Arirang News.
A top official from the Pentagon has highlighted South Korea as a leading example of an ally taking greater responsibility for its own security. Speaking at a Munich Security Conference side event last Saturday, the Pentagon's policy chief Elbridge Colby praised Seoul as the first non-NATO ally to commit to the new global standard of 3.5% of GDP on defense spending. Reflecting on his January visit to South Korea, Colby said, South Korean officials see North Korea as their primary threat and are willing to lead the peninsula's conventional defense, backed by strong military capabilities, high spending, and mandatory conscription. Meanwhile, the Trump administration's newly released 2026 National Defense Strategy assesses that Seoul is capable of assuming primary responsibility for deterring North Korea with critical but limited U.S. support. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps Navy has begun military exercises in the strategic Strait of Hormuz, just 1 day before the second round of nuclear negotiations with the United States. Iran's drill called Smart Control of the Strait of Hormuz started on Monday local time and was described by state media as a test of operational readiness against potential security and military threats. The maneuvers come amid heightened U.S. pressure, including the deployment of the USS Abraham Lincoln Carrier Strike Group and the USS Gerald R. Ford Carrier Group to the Middle East. Now, regarding the upcoming U.S.-Iran talks in Geneva, both sides have signaled some flexibility, as Iran has indicated a willingness to compromise if sanctions relief is discussed, while the U.S. is seeking broader curbs on nuclear activities, missiles, and proxies. That is all we have at this hour. Arirang News will be back tomorrow at 12 p.m. Korea Standard Time. Thanks for watching and happy Seollal.